Took me a few minutes to get outside today. Always things happening. Always things happening. But I made it out. It's about like an hour later than I would normally do this. I keep noticing I have this like chin thing that always happens. This is probably the worst angle of me ever. Or maybe it's just what my face looks like. Someone got locked out of their app, out of the app, and I always feel so bad when that happens, and so I had to like get them set up with the password reset thing. I don't know why it didn't work, and I don't know. I thought I had automated it, so it should work. But I feel so bad because I would never want to be locked out of something that I use. It feels really bad when you kind of build up a dependency on it. When I was first started making the app, I accidentally deleted a month's worth of data. Well, the AI kind of did. I guess it was my fault. I probably told it to do something wrong or just mess something up. I don't know. Anyway, I lost like a month's worth of my days, and it felt like devastating. Devastating. I was so bummed. I was also kind of an emotional disaster at the time. That's kind of a lot of days for me. Feels good to get outside though. Feels very good. I did not get enough sleep, but that's okay. I think I got about 6.5 hours of sleep. I'm not sure. Someone just left a bag of dog shit on the sidewalk. And I'm also going to leave that bag of dog shit right there. Sorry, Mom. About saying, I try not to swear on these. I'm not sure where I come down on the use of language. Like, words are words, and they don't have any inherent value. And I really like the old George Carlin thing where he has this whole thing on language and like how it's censored and how it's not. And it's like the way you say words. Hi. How are you today? It's like the way words are said matters more to me than what words are said. So you can say swear words like in a really nice way, or you can say them really nasty. It's like the way you say words is so much more important than the actual word that's getting used. No, not really. I understand what that says. I know like, ¿cuál es tu nombre? Uh, I know, and I know, I don't even know how to say I know. I know, ¿cómo se dice? Like this is, how do you say, this is what, that's basically, that's the only thing I know because I'm like, tell me how to say this. Which is embarrassing. Have you found that when it makes me want to travel more and learn more languages because I've found that my personality changes a little bit when I speak in a different language. And I don't know why. Or I just access a different part of myself or something. I don't know. I don't know. I should start practicing though. That was the only thing I could also say in Spanish was when I would practice with the lady in the convenience store when I would go to buy cigarettes. And oh, I don't even know if I remember anymore because it's been a long time. Wow. I just know how to. There's a comment that says we help biz websites usable to deaf, blind, and disabled. I don't really know what that means. I mean, I guess a little bit of the vibe of what that means, but well, thanks for being here. It's a beautiful day where I am today. I'm in Los Angeles right now. Or maybe I'm just in the sphere. That like Las Vegas. Maybe I'm just on a huge giant green screen. What is life if it's not actually just like a All right, there's a comment that says we help biz websites become usable for deaf, blind, and disabled. Okay. I don't know why you're commenting that again. But I get it. And that's cool. That seems like a very useful service. What day is it? It's Wednesday today. So that's cool. I actually feel great today for not getting that much sleep. I wasn't like a terribly not enough sleep, but like I'm like feeling pretty damn good. I'm well, I was gonna say I'm kind of getting sold on cold showers. I'm always sold on cold showers after I do them. I'm like, yeah, this feels pretty good. I feel pretty good after I do this. And then the morning comes around again, and it's like, we're not doing that. We're going to push off. Let's check our email. Let's do whatever we can to avoid doing that again. But once I do it, we out here. Here we go. Another day. Another dollar. Maybe $3. I'm kind of bummed that I haven't found any more tennis balls. Maybe I should start bringing a tennis ball with me. Having a balls, bouncing balls. Just say that is stupid. But having a tennis ball to bounce on a walk is really satisfying. Like engaging for my brain, or just it's just like a nice stimulation thing. I think also like giving your body something to do, like bouncing a ball. It's not like it takes brain power, but it takes like body brain power somehow. And I think that that's kind of cool. Like spatially figuring out where a ball is and bouncing it and catching it repeatedly is like weirdly. These are pretty little flowers. Look at these. There's a whole smattering of them here. I'm still learning how to focus this. Do you know one of the things, speaking about the deaf, blind, and disabled things, I get really annoyed that the live stream, that it doesn't caption it directly as I'm going, because it means if I'm live streaming, there's no captioning it. This comment says, "What's it like being Michael Jackson?" You'd have to ask. I think you'd have to go talk to like a medium or something if you wanted to know what that's like. I'm kind of curious myself. I'd be kind of curious myself. What's it like being... I'm not going to call your name on here. What's it like being you? What's it like being me? It's pretty cool. Sometimes it can be really bad, though. Like, hellish. There's a whole range of what it can be. And sometimes in a very short window of time. Sometimes I think being emotionally stable sounds kind of hellish. It sounds so boring. Like my feelings change like about every few minutes or sometimes every few seconds. And if I didn't have like my feelings change all the time, it's like, what would I be doing? Would I just be sitting eating crackers or something? I'd be very bored, I think. That's my thoughts on that. I try really hard to just not spit when I'm on camera too, because I feel like that's considered uncouth. And I don't know exactly what the word uncouth means, but I'm pretty sure it applies. But sometimes when you're walking, you gotta spit. You know, what are we doing? We're out here. We're doing life. One of the things that's kind of a bummer when you're out around people, like in civilization, in suburbia, is you can't just be walking along and then just go pee somewhere. Like there's something wonderful about just being out in nature, like hiking or wherever else, but there aren't people around, and then if you need to go, you just go. Or like I used to, like sometimes I wake up with, when I have like my dog around or whatever else, I take her out to go to the bathroom, and then I would go while she's going. We just look at each other. It's like, all right, we're out here. We're out here doing it. Just being ourselves, just doing what we need to do. We're not really that different, you and me. Okay, it's definitely a little brighter and a little hotter when I have a delayed morning walk. It's 11:10 right now. I feel like I'm usually out a little bit earlier than this. I don't feel like that. I am out usually a little bit earlier than this. I'm actually kind of excited for today. What a weird feeling. It feels very foreign to me. And then I think about what my life is. I'm like, you have no reason to be excited about today. You have so much shit to do. But I do kind of. This is one of the things that are great about, I guess maybe cold showers and I guess morning walks, is it does bring in this like, what are we gonna get into today? What are we gonna? Because I can just throw away all the other things that have been on my brain. And I do get to. It's nice to have that feeling. It's very foreign for me to be like, what are we going to do today? The comment is every day is exciting. No, that's not true for me. But I think you're right. I think maybe they do have the potential to be that way. Yeah, some days for me can be like gnarly. Just like, and sometimes it's just my brain is just like churning all day long. But when I get outside, I don't know, there's just certain, well, that's what I want more of is like, regardless of what's going on, these are pretty flowers too. Check these out. I guess I like flowers. I don't really, wouldn't really think about it that way. But apparently, I like flowers. Yeah, I think every day maybe is exciting. If I just get my brain out of the way. Or every day has the potential for it. Oh, but having a feeling where I'm just like walking around and doing today and being like, this could be like, and having optimism about the potential of what today could be is, I just got a big inhale of someone's cigarette smoke, which I'm not gonna lie, still. There's some things I think that never turn off. At least in me. Actually, most of the time, sometimes the cigarette smoke is really like repulsive, like really, really repulsive. And then there's other days. What's this comment here? This comment, do you call some businesses? They need us. We need to connect. You need cash flow, residual income, manifestation, positivity, helping the world. Amen. I don't even know what that means, but I agree 100%. We do need that. 100%. And hi, thank you for being here. Yeah, it's so nice walking, getting outside and doing that, just that little bit. And all of a sudden I have this feeling of like, today is going to be pretty fucking good. Sorry, Mom. But like, this is going to be something. I can feel it. And to be able to have that, because for me, like, that's more of like just a foreign feeling. I usually wake up like irritated and angry. I'm just like, nah. But knowing, I guess I'm learning, I can just kind of like short circuit those things, cut those off, and like set up things that are good. And all of a sudden, like days can be like, what are we going to get into? What are we doing today? Feels pretty damn good. Oh, this is the Disney root tree. Actually, no. Well, this is one of the Disney root trees. I still want to know what kind of tree this is. One, I love the way they always just have the coolest bark patterns. But then also, there's a couple trees around here that have soft enough roots, apparently, that they don't mess up the sidewalks. But they look really beautiful. Anyway. So apparently I like flowers and trees. It's kind of a stupid stream today, but like the stream that whatever is going through my brain. It's just kind of zipping all over. I got some. I was about to start talking about something that no one cared. No, I'm still going to talk about it because that's what I get to do. I got these weightlifting straps because when you do deadlifts, so I don't particularly like going to the gym, but I'm learning to like going to the gym because I feel better when I do it, and there's some things that are kind of fun about it. But anyway, deadlifts are basically when you have like one of those long barbells, like what people bench with, and then you basically just like the barbell's down on the ground, and you just like pick it up like this. You basically just stand up holding weights. That's it. What happens though, at least for me, I don't know if it's with everybody, what happens is that the more weight you put on certain parts of your body, because it uses all of your body strength to like pick it up, my fingers aren't as strong as like what my legs and my stomach and my back are. So lifting something, I won't be able to get a full exercise for my whole body because it's especially my pinky and my ring fingers. They can't hold the bar. They just get worn out quicker. They just get worn out quicker than see this little bee doing stuff. That bee's doing his job today, and I'm gonna do my job, which is mind my own business. Anyway, so these weightlifting straps, basically, I don't know how to use them, but I'm going to try to use them. You basically wrap them around your wrist, and then you wrap them around the bar, and I guess helps you hold on to the bar better, so I can do more of the full exercise before my fingers give out. So I guess I'm kind of excited about that, or interested to see how that will go. I don't actually know how to use them, and so there's probably well, I'll probably mess it up the first time, realistically. Maybe the first few times. I'll probably mess it up a few times until someone will finally come over and be like, hey, so it'll work better if you do it right. The amount of times I've been in the gym and then it'll be like some way older person. I had this like 77-year-old guy one time and he's like, can I give you some advice? And I was like, sure. And he's like, it'll go a lot better if you breathe out at the end of your extension. And I was like, oh, so this dude was like tiny. He was like this tiny, scrawny little person. And I'm like, okay. And then I started trying it, and he was right. He was right. Maybe I want to do my walks. So I'm really enjoying this walk today, even though it is getting hotter than it would normally be. And I'm thinking maybe I should try and push my walks back a little bit. I don't know what the range of things is. Hi. Comment, hi Justin, how are you? Have a nice day. I feel pretty great today. I didn't get a ton of sleep. It was really hard getting out of the house today because like one of the users of the app, they got locked out. And I hate it when people get locked out. So I was trying to get that. And it's sorted now. It's working. But there's just a lot of things going on. But getting up, I do my little meeting that I do with some other people. I did my cold shower. I'm out. I feel pretty great today. I'm kind of excited. This is actually, it's not even that I feel good now or feel great now. I have this little bit of excitement where it's like, I wonder what today's going to be. I wonder what we're going to get into. And that, I really dig that feeling. Like, that's what I want more of, I think, all the time. They were talking about death in my, like, meeting this morning, and it's always a fun topic. How are you today? How are you doing? And what's today looking like for you? Have you set a direction? Do you know what you're trying to be or do or accomplish? Maybe today's a rest day. That sounds luxurious. I wish I had one of those. Or maybe today's the day we're going to like try and knock some things out. Maybe flowers are pretty cool. How many bees do you think there are in the world? Oh no, the question, the question, the comment is about what? Sorry. No, I said how. The question was just, how are you doing today? How's your day going? How's it shaping up? I guess you're probably where you are is more like evening. Maybe your wrap up time. I hope you had a good day. Comment is, I'm fine, thanks. It's raining outside, and I'm chilling inside the house. Oh, that sounds nice. That sounds like book reading time. Or eating ice cream time. Rain can be rain can be really great or really not great depending on what your vibe is and whether you're in the mood for it or not. I guess it's always about acceptance. Anytime people put things out on the curb as like giveaway, I always look. I don't need anything. And yet I always look. There's a bicycle that's out by the, oh, this comment. I found the book you recommended me, Ishmael, and I'm going to read it tonight. I'm so excited for you. You're going to be like, actually, I hate this. And you're going to be like, I don't know why you're so excited about it. It's changed my perspective on just life. And solved for me, like one of the biggest reasons I feel like I have this like unsatisfiable itch. And like, or it's more like this feeling. Sometimes I just have this feeling that like something isn't right. Something isn't quite right. And this book, Ishmael, provided at least one of the answers where I'm like, oh, okay, so I'm not crazy. This is what's going on. And this makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense that I would be feeling this way. I'm trying to get across the street. And I love when I get to find pieces of the puzzle, which I think I just like made up a puzzle that apparently I'm trying to like put together for my whole life. But for me, it's definitely like one of the main pieces. Also, fun fact, and this is not to get political, this is just to talk about the prescience? Prescience? I don't know if that's the right word. This book was written, I think, in 1992, and it floated the idea, not saying that this is good or bad or whatever else, but it writes in the book the idea of Donald Trump becoming president. I think it was 1992 when it was written. It's weird how. Also, the book is nothing about Donald Trump or politics or anything. It has absolutely nothing to do with that, which makes the whole thing weirder that it's even mentioned as like a potential throwaway. But also, it's weird about how the timelines of life apparently work. Like what we manifest and what people see and whatever. I don't know. I don't really have actually like a real practical thought that makes sense there, but it's pretty wild to me. Anyway, if you let me know what you think of Ishmael, because I think, well, it's one of my easily like top 10 books, maybe top 5, just in terms of like worth reading as for a human being. Comment is, oh, seems pretty interesting. Yeah, I like this type of book. Let's see. All right. I'm done with my walk, so I need to get to it. I hope you have a fantastic evening, or morning, or afternoon, or rainy day, or dry day, or wherever you're having it. Sending you good energy. I hope things are good. See ya.